What's up, my guys? Most girls won't admit this, but for your sake, I will. I hate nice guys. So let me help you out. Here are 3 nice guy traits to avoid. Stop sending exclamation points and emojis. Who am I texting? My best girlfriend? You're texting like this because you think it'll make you more relatable. I want a man. You can make me feel comfortable without giving me feminine vibes.
So what she's saying is that what's happening with a lot of people, just because, a lot of guys are getting a lot of bad information on the internet from guys who have problems with women. And when you have game, you don't need to send emojis or anything like that to a woman. Women get pretty much excited to actually spend time with you. So stop trying to do everything you can to relate to the woman. A man does not relate to a woman. You always have to remember males create females, modern males create modern females, and men create women. So we never sit around and send that kind of stuff to a woman. We just try to lead her in everything we're trying to do. Here we go.
Stop putting my needs before yours. Why do you think Chad is getting my attention?
So let's talk about needs. Okay, so what people think women want guys who put them first. And sometimes, as I always told you, even back in the 30s or 40s, they always had those movies where the criminals who had the striped suits on, they would escape. And what they would do is they know the hound dogs are coming, so they would throw them off the scent. I think what a lot of guys do is they listen to a lot of women say things like, I want somebody to be in my life and I want them to put me first. I want them to make me feel special. And that's not true. You have to ask yourself, how many guys in her life are putting her first, making her feel special, and all these things, ending up losing in the game? Gentlemen, don't put her first. Don't put her second. Don't put her third, fourth, or fifth. Those slots are for you. As a man, we put ourselves first. We move how we move. One thought, one mind, one way. Gentlemen, you don't want to be seen as a nice guy. You want to be seen as the asshole, the dick, the guy that, who the fuck do you think you are? Moving this way. And gentlemen, I'm telling you, being nice is only going to put you in the friend zone, man. And this is what she's saying.
Do you think it's because I get what I want every single time I...
See what she's saying? She doesn't get what she wants because a man, and I say this with love, doesn't really give a fuck. We don't care what she wants because we know we are the thing she wants. So you guys, you must understand this one thing that no one on YouTube is going to tell you, or Instagram or TikTok or wherever the fuck they doing these things at. Nobody's going to tell you this. That women are the subtotal of the losers that they date and are with, the humans, the grassing lions. So that means that her interpretation of the world is based upon someone who has no interpretation of his world. And because of that, then they see the world totally different than a man would see it. This is why it's important to know that we are one thought, one mind, one way. Women rarely run into men, and that's why they change their mindset. That's why they change what they're doing. As soon as they get around a man, the rules change for men. And that's what she's saying about getting her way right here. Listen to what she's saying.
I ask him for it? Do you think it's because every time I get upset, he apologizes or buys me something to make me feel better? Do you think it's because he stays home from the gym or his boys' night when I tell him I don't want him to leave? No, compliments. Without meaning, that is. Calling a girl beautiful only goes so far.
Gentlemen, I keep telling you, we talked about a guy on the show last night. You can stop calling women beautiful, gorgeous, and sexy. Remember, in the game, game is what game does. Beauty is what beauty does. Sexy is what sexy does. So if there is no action attached to the behavior, don't call her sexy. It's the worst thing you can do. The moment you call her sexy or beautiful or good looking, you're like every other sucker out there trying to kiss her ass to get her ass.
We know when you're saying it, it's just because you think you have to. You make it lose its meaning. Whether it's your opening line on Hinge or a text you sent me after meeting. This one does you no favor, Steve. It's just a slimy way to put me in a position where I can't respond negatively without being called an ungrateful bitch.
Right.
What's up, Mike?
So yeah, y'all guys want to call them beautiful. So then if they respond negative to you, then you say, oh, you're just ungrateful. And that's what we're saying about the game. I always tell you guys, no homo. I'm beautiful. I'm sexy. I'm gorgeous. You're just a woman that I've run into, and until you can prove your value and your worth to me, you're just an average woman like everybody else. Why would I go out of my way for just something on the outside? Do we just buy a car because it looks good on the lot? Or do we lift up the hood to see if that thing is running well? Character in the game is everything, gentlemen. And that is why you have to have character. Because without character, gentlemen, you are always going to be blinded by looks and beauty. And as a student of the game, we're never looking at looks and beauty. We're always looking to ourselves because we are the answer, gentlemen. Think about that the next time you tell a woman she's beautiful. Stop doing that shit.